Hello everybody and welcome back to Megaquarium, where we have this lovely aquarium, but it doesn't look like we've got any brooms to sweep up with actually at the moment, so or anything to do any cleaning with, so it looks like that's why people are getting a little bit irate with my aquarium. I would be too. Just make sure we've got I'll put guidebooks and balloons and things around as well, coffee makers, all this stuff. All the stuff that people like. Sponge sink so the toilet can get cleaned. That's probably why the prestige is going down a little bit at the moment. They're a bit like, people are bored of the coral beauties, and also they probably are starting to think this place is a bit skanky. Litter all over the floor. So that's going to really start messing with things. I mean, apparently he's got a broom there. Oh no, he's thinking, I don't have a broom. This object needs to be cleaned before people make a complaint. Okay. Do any of my staff have cleaning? Feeding, fixing, feeding, fixing. Feeding, fixing, talking, cleaning. And feeding. Okay, so we've got one that can clean. That'll probably be enough for now. For this particular aquarium. Although I've got a lot of different feedings that need to happen. I need to make sure that they are happening right. Okay. Still got filtration problems over here. Do I have anything that could help with that? Stick a protein skimmer on here. Okay, that's all going up again. People are liking the shark, I think. So let's go and have a little look at the things like the balloon shelf and things like that. So let's get some like balloons that people can carry around the aquarium with them. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? And I'm gonna need a balloon supply and a guidebook. And a guidebook supply. Guidebook supply. Guidebook shelf I'll need to put somewhere around. They're quite easy to put places though, they're quite small. Anywhere that's kind of tucked back somewhere. Although I do wonder whether it would be better to have it like kind of close to the entrance somewhere. Like there. So everyone's got guidebooks, everyone's got balloons. It's still not good enough for them though. Not good enough. So why don't people like the aquarium? Still bored of the coral beauty. Bartlett and Thias. People really like them. Okay, well, I think at this point you could maybe put some more tanks in. My thoughts are that I would like another lagoon tank. But in a way, I feel like that observer tank kind of sticks out too much for me to put too many more lagoon tanks in. This is why I like the Belfast tanks. Belfast tanks can be a bit of a pain though because it's hard to get as much stuff into them. So observer tanks are nice from that perspective. I like the ones at this size a lot more though. That would have been too small for this tank. This tank needed to be huge. Needed to have a lot of stuff in it. You see? See all these things that are in here? So my serpent starfish have grown. I do need another tank because I got some free stuff last time as well. I've got, what are they called? I've still got 5,000 in the bank. That's not too bad. I got, oh no, that's going to be way too small a space for the Belfast tank. Okay. Need to do some expandering. And some moving of walls again. I know you're going to be fed up of me moving walls by the end of this, aren't you? But I'm honestly thinking in this general layout, like, simplicity is key, really. You know what? I'm just going to redraw the wall. It's fine. I'll just get rid and I'll just redraw it because otherwise I just have walls everywhere and it's annoying. I mean, staff doors, maybe. Maybe. But then all those staff doors is the reason why those filters are in an absolute state as well. Like, I would have made them way nicer had I had a bit more room for them. So I'm going to move that a little bit backwards as well. Move it like back here. Really? Okay, that looks like it's doing its job and people can get around it as well, which is great. And I can move these walls back, which is all I really wanted to do there anyway. And honestly, I'm kind of thinking I need to move the walls here just back enough so I can have very large arrays of pumps. I'm kind of also thinking... I know, I need to stop thinking, don't I? These tiny little tanks here could be converted into... I could just put 2 little lagoon tanks there. But to do that, I'd need to move this one over and put something smaller in there. But that could be arranged, right? I'm actually starting to think now about how I actually want the aquarium to look. Rather than just thinking about, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. Okay, the pump needs to turn around. I can tell that 100%. That goes in there. This will come back here just to make it a little bit more, like, roomy. How much of a nicer setup is that? Much nicer. That looks quite cool. And then I could possibly have another one on the other side so that it's like a corridor going down there. And that would look really cool. And then I'm thinking this should go over this side. Over there, maybe. And I'll just draw walls around it. It's cool. And I could make that into a little seating area or something. You could have some benches there, right? Or a bin or something. Like that bench could go there. Yeah. Kind of don't want these benches right here, you see? One over there or something. People have got places to sit if they need to now, and that's given me the chance to move these over a little bit as well. Oh, all I'm doing is moving stuff. I'm so sorry. I hope this isn't so, like, totally boring. I suppose it's kind of what the game's all about, though, isn't it? Really. That kind of is the game. Oh yeah, and then I was going to make these into like a couple of little lagoon tanks. And what I may need is a pump just in here. I may need to move this stairwell across and the pump there that will just go out to these tanks. So I'm going to make lagoon tanks the smallest I can. And 2 of them. And then I'm going to move these guys. You're going to get your own lagoon tank. That one's a bully. And these ones dislike conspecifics or something. Yeah, so those tanks are going to look a bit sparse, but it's okay. And then I'm going to put lights on this one. This is definitely my aquarium now. It's not the one they gave me at all. Where's my lights gone? Oh, are they under... No, they're not under tanks. They're under this. Yes. So this one will have lights. And it'll have the corals moved over. And all the little decorations and things out of there can go in as well. We'll probably be careful to give a room for their little hidey spot. What, I can move the lights? Well, that's a thing I didn't know before. Okay, I'll move all the rocks as well from this one into there. That way I can get rid of these tiny little stupid tanks which have been bugging me for ages. Oh yeah, that's because of the lights it's asking me. Okay, great. Great stuff. So now you know what I'm thinking is that I need to move my observer tank or something over the other side here. Because you know what I'm like. I can't just leave things alone, can I? I just gotta keep messing with them. I'm not happy until I've messed with everything. Okay, I may need to, I think I need to push this backwards. Move that pump system out of the way. Just pump into that one, I don't care. Seriously. Oh, it drives me mad. Okay, so, I wanted to move that back a little bit. So I'm going to go back this much. And start you about there. That is nice. I like that. I like moving all the small stuff into lagoon tanks. I think that's a really good idea. It makes everything look prettier and everything look nicer. I will try and put some things that don't mind bullies in with that one, for example. You know, a few little bits and bobs. But other than that, we're pretty solid right now. I'm also going to need to move these things right, like, away. Okay, just for now, that can stay like that. Loads of staff doors and stuff, so that's fine. Move the bin quickly over into the corner a bit more. I feel like this tank needs to move over. I actually feel like that tank needs to be replaced, honestly, but... In fact, let's see about what's in this tank, okay? Because this tank could maybe be consolidated as well. So... got coral beauty, striped boxfish, and clownfish in there. Do you know what? I've got one bully in here. I've got the dotty back, right? Would the dotty back go in there? Would the dotty back be alright? I don't think any of these guys, I think they're all too big to worry about bullies and stuff. Yeah, and then, guess what I could do? Depending on the size of the tank and stuff, but I reckon I could get rid of this one. Which is 36. This one is 32. Question is, are we using the whole... No, we're only using 21. So we absolutely can do that. Can't move the lights, but... definitely move the fish. Enemies and a couple of decorations. Need to get rid of some of the rocks. These guys are super unhappy for obvious reasons. Alright, stuck some extra rocks in there, which will give me a chance to put some extra plants in here. And I'm finally getting somewhere like how I would have possibly made the thing to start with. Not quite there, but somewhere near there. Alright, let's get the lights on here as well. I always forget that the lights are under pumps. So we've got two big coral, like, lagoon tanks in the middle. Perfect. Which actually means this one can go. So I would like to sell it. So we are now down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks. Yeah, I know. Good, huh? But the whole place is a mess. I don't even need those anymore. Is that? Oh yeah, that's the platform that needs to go over behind these ones. May need to make the aquarium slightly larger as well, but I've got a good amount of money now to just spend on other things, you know? Got to paint the floor again too. I just hate all this wasted, all that wasted space. Like, this whole thing was like, I've got more fish in here than I had to start with. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to have a pump there. It's going to reach out to there. And it's also going to reach, if I can't, no. It's going to reach out to there. This one needs to move back. I'm going to expand the space behind this tank. It needs more space. Move this pump system in to take care of this tank. But then this pump will also go into this tank. And I will have another pump for this one. So actually I want to move that skimmer off this over to this one. And then I want 2 pumps there. And they're just going to pump. Just going to pump. And you'll see, hopefully in a minute, you'll see what I'm trying to do with this. So they've both got pumps there. And then I'm going to have this tank be the kind of donor for the water for those little tanks in the middle. Okay. And if I need to, this can have a second pump system. So how about we move this over to there. Get that pumping. Get another pump. Also into there. Get another couple of protein skimmers on that one. So how are we doing for filtration? We still need a bit more. 2 protein skimmers, and I would probably say 1 more filter. Pop it there for now. I can always move it around later. Oh, it's not quite there. It needs 80 because of the stupid... Yeah, okay. There we are. Why are you at risk of death? Water temperature is too low. That one's too low as well, so we definitely need more heating. Still not quite there, unfortunately. So I will need to move that one around. We do still have room. This is the most efficient configuration with the double heaters that I can get. Okay, we're all good. I think we're all good. So we've got feeding requirements, but that's about it. It's a shame that we've got about 4 different feeding requirements there. But never mind. I'm going to just draw a wall around here, and then I'm going to see how people like this new arrangement. I think it's good. Oh yeah, that seems to be going down like a lead balloon. No, it's going up. It's going up like a helium-filled balloon. Is there anything that's wrong at the moment? No, these heaters need fixing. There are tool benches there. I may need another member of staff who is good at fixing things. How about you? Go fix all my stuff. Before these guys die. It's not good for appearances, this. Not good at all. We've got to about 800 and yeah. Okay, I need to go and see if the cat wants feeding because I can hear something at my door. 2 seconds. Alright, I am back. So, oh, what are we up to? Move these vending machines back here, I think, for now. Let's check we've got a good system of daisy chaining going on. We do. So we've got 5 tanks, 3 on one pump system, 2 on another. Everything's getting done right. Cool. Do I have anybody with gift shop to replenish my balloons? And the gift book thing. Let me find someone with gift shop feeding. Gift shop skills, sorry. There. Oh, we've got a big drop in prestige going on. Is there something they don't like? I'm bored of seeing the coral beauty. We're seeing it in every tank right now. The problem is... do you know what you need to do then, Sheila? Have some backstage tanks just to put the coral beauties into. Go in there on their own. Get them out of the way of the guests. Well, actually, I don't really need 2, do I, actually? Maybe if I just moved one of them away. I'm sure having 2 would be fine. But I don't think they want to see them in every single tank. I'll take the one out of there and I'll pop it in there. And then maybe later on, people will want to see it more, so I can move it away then. So that can be like a spare tank for these guys. They do still need to be fed and stuff. But they're going to be kept backstage so that the guests can't see them. Which will probably help them get a bit less fed up of them. That's all you need, isn't it? Okay, yeah, just a filter and a heater. Be happy on its own there. So hopefully they'll get a little bit less fed up of seeing it. So we've got starfish have grown. They just eat a bit more. They've grown to size 8, which I think is maybe their maximum size. So they're nice and big in there. Look at those guys. They're looking pretty awesome. How's with the species outside its genus? Oh. Does that mean any species, including corals? That's an issue. That's a very big issue. I thought when it said species, it meant species of like other fish or live things, not that they would have a problem with coral. Oh dear. So they're going to need to go somewhere else. They are a bit stressed out right now. What's wrong with you? The toadstool leather coral isn't too happy either. Missed its last feeding. So I need to make sure that we've got more staff for feeding as well. Verity is a good feeder, so that sounds good. But yeah, people are not going to like the fact that those guys are stressed. And as I say, I didn't realise quite what that entailed. So they're going to need another little tank to go in. I hate this. I hate making so many tiny little tanks. Okay, they're just going to get a little observer tank here. They'll need to be moved. I need to move the walls out of the way and stuff. Move you back there. Oh, bench in the way. Yeah, that can be for these guys. These guys are annoying, but... I shouldn't have put them down, should I? It's my own fault. Silly lionfish. How big do these lionfish actually get, and how many can I have in a tank? Because they can go in with each other. They can go in with any other lionfish as well. You could go in with the Voltan's lionfish, probably. I already have 4 of those, though. I move my lionfish around, maybe? Well, it says I've got 4 of them. I don't see where they are. In here. How big are you? You're 6. So where do you... You can go from 6 to 11. How big is this tank? 36. So I could just make a big lionfish tank. But make a bigger tank than that and make it a lionfish tank. I think that's going to happen. I think this is going to happen. So these guys are going to go in here just very temporarily while I get rid of this tank and make a bigger one. Get up to 11. There's 4 of them, so it's a 40, 44 plus these guys, which... The problem is when you click on them, they don't always tell you the growth on them, and if they're ones that you can't buy, it's very difficult to then see what they're going to grow to. Genus only, cannot be housed with any non-lionfish and scorpionfish. So like these guys, you can see, alright, they will grow to 11 after 5 days. Whereas these ones don't have a growth on them, so those will stay at 5. So I need 44, I need about a tank of about 50. That's not actually huge. That's not a huge tank. 50. Probably do that with an observer tank. So it's 36 at the moment. 48, 60. That will be fine for them. Yeah. Get my lionfish into the same tanks together as each other. And give me a bit more room in the other tanks. Poor coral beauty having to hide. Hide away. I mean, those guys are not 100% happy either. And maybe the lionfish will all be happier together. So why are you not happy? Another coral grouper is present. Oh wow. So it doesn't like the fact that the panther groupers are in there. Well, now that's a problem. I wonder if they'd be happier in here if I move things around. These are all happy. These are not starfish eaters, are they? How big are these guys? These tanks aren't big enough though. Yeah, small. That's quite small. That's quite small. These starfish are massive. They're all 8 each. I should have known. I mean, at the moment they're alright. They're not like, it's not the end of the world. They're just not happy. I could put more sharks in here or more of something else in here, and I could give these guys, again, another tank to themselves. But I'm still busy working on this one. Ugh. It's hard being me. It's not easy being green. So I do want this one connected to that. I want to like almost have a massive like pump room somewhere right out the back, like this, with huge pumps in them, and then just pumps that do the connecting, so that there's not so much of a space difficulty. So again, I'm gonna do that. I think back here, open a huge space. Won't affect the guests in the slightest though. I'm gonna put this back here. Even there, can get more stuff in it, and then I'll have another pump. Can it just connect to another pump? Or does it have to have a tank in the middle? I mean, I could have a very small tank just to Oh no, it's fine actually. It's actually completely fine. So I'm going to put a pump there. It will also connect to that one, and that can connect to anything else that I put around here as well. That's cool, that's fine, that's good. In fact, this whole layout could be moved backwards as well. Could go to there. And then I could have another pump down the side here quickly. That would go to that. And then it would also go to this tank here. This needs sorting. Like, this has got way too many small pumps on it instead of larger ones. The larger ones would be more efficient, so I'm going to be doing this with it. I think everything's hot enough. I think it just needs protein skimmers. Yeah, that's fine. And then I'll just stick a platform over there. Get rid of that little guest that snuck around while I wasn't looking. Okay, this is good. I'm going to put a wall along there so that that's all my feeder bits, the toolkits. And then they go around there and they can sort out all the pumps. I much prefer that. It's so much easier. Right, let's get these little lionfish sorted out then, shall we? Poor little lionfish. They need some rocks in their house. Let's have some live rocks even. They're quite nice. I mean, just for decoration, we could have rubble at the back, I guess. That'll be enough. Oh, they need hidey holes. No one told me that. I could sell the rubble. Put in hidey caves instead. So we can have a rocky overhang. Two rocky overhangs. I think they would like that. There we are. And maybe give them some kelp in there as well, just to make it look pretty. Doesn't look quite so ridiculous. So there we are. The lionfish are happy. They have their own lionfish display. Yes. Okay, have we actually... we need to start researching stuff again. I need to play this again. So is everything a bit happier now? The coral groupers are the only really unhappy fish right now. Lionfish are all like loving life. Okay, so that will be my next little thing to do. Let's say I'm going to keep it on fast forward for just a little bit. I'm going to make myself another tank. I'm going to expand my space out. I hate being cramped. Being cramped makes me make silly decisions about my space. Let's get that all sorted out. Let's pause and move this out of the way. Ah, good. You move the whole tank and pump setup, which is amazing. So let's move this bench somewhere where someone can make use of it. And then see what everyone has to say. They're still bored of seeing the coral beauty. They probably don't want to see more than about one of those then. They don't like being there. Fighting conspecifics. Oh dear. I'm gonna have to give it another tank just to keep it happy. So these are gonna be like my spare tanks for fish that need to be kept apart from other fish, I guess. It's gonna need to move. Just because I'm funny about these things, I'm just going to move that out of the way there. Just for anyone with OCD. So, we've got these coral beauties. I will need to get... Oh no, it looks like they're sharing their pumps. That's great. Fantastic. And you need some... The problem is, I imagine this is maybe taking down my... But I can't... I don't have coral beauties. So, if I want them later on, I've got to keep them somewhere else, haven't I? But I wonder if that's messing with my prestige because they're like a 0% seen thing. It worries me. I don't know how it works with that. And it probably does work the way I'm thinking, honestly. Oh, they're not sharing. Okay. Okay, is that going to help? Are you... Tank 14 is a bit lifeless. Which one is tank 14? 11, 19, 15. Oh, right. It'll be this one, won't it? Yeah, it needs some kind of fish in it of some description. So what fish have we got that would go in there? It needs to not eat anything coral-like. Yeah, why don't we put some longhorn cowfish in there? What do they grow to? I think we could have 3. Grows to 9 after 4 days. Maybe even have 4, but that'll do for now, just to keep it, full. I'm actually thinking I need to get this side more developed before I really start pushing the aquarium backwards. So I'm going to do a little bit of that now. My panther grouper has grown and my lionfish have grown, so they've started being a bit more happy where they are. They're growing up. Just what I wanted. Perfect. I'm going to keep the staff door there. I think I probably will move the staff door to there. I think that would be a good place for a staff door. And then I've got space for a tank there, which is going to be really cool. Move the broom. Behind the door there. And a sponge sink behind there. I've got too many sponge sinks on this side, actually. Could maybe do with them over here as well. This is why it's so cluttered back here. Now, do we have everything we need back here to feed all the fish we have? We don't actually have a supplement counter, so they're probably having to bring them over from the other side, which is not very efficient. So I'll have one of those there. Orange and mussels, actually. We need mussels over here as well. May as well have one of everything on each side. They can come in that staff door and they can immediately get the balloons and the guidebooks. Very good. And now then I want to make sure that there's access to these broken pumps as well. So we'll just quickly take a little strip off of there. And then I need to make some more money, so... Ah, large double filter. Very nice. Let's get myself deep outcrop tank. I don't know what that's going to be like. That looks like it's quite big, actually. Or a small tunnel tank, which is 80. Oh, wow, that's a big tank, actually. That's going to be cool. I need other heaters and stuff, but, you know, we're getting good science now, so we should be getting that quite quickly. I'm mostly just trying to save up money now, so I can give the coral groupers another home. They're not happy bunnies right now, are they, at all? We're going to give them another tank back here, I think. They can have their own little tank. How big are they, though? Before I do this, how big are they and how big are they likely to get? They are 5 at the moment. They could grow to 9. So they need... How many of them? 4. So they need a tank of 40. That's actually not too bad. And I can put them in with other stuff. I'll give them a tank of 60. And then if I want to put some other bits and bobs in with them, I will. But obviously they just don't like being with other groupers. That'll need a bit of a move. I think deeper tanks on this side, actually. That'll be perfect. So, coral groupers, this is your new house. So you can be happy fishies in there. Good, good. Because you were not happy fishies where you were before. I love the Aztec background. I think it's really nice. So they need some hidey holes. They need some heat. Nice thing about pumps is they don't break. That's one thing I have cottoned onto in this, is I can put them wherever I want and they don't break, because they're meant to be in the middle, so they're not actually meant to be accessible, which means I can cheese it a bit by putting a pump right there. Get it into there. Add it into that tank. And everything's working off these. Eventually I'm going to need to put another group back there, and hopefully that will be able to fit in. If it doesn't, I'll daisy chain it off this tank in front here. We'll work something out anyway. A couple of rocky overhangs for you. I'd probably need to put some pitted columns in. So I've got some over there actually. People might get a bit fed up with the rocky overhangs after a while though, so gotta be a bit careful. But they seem happy enough in there, so they'll grow in there hopefully. Good grief. Getting all these fishies happy is difficult. I didn't realise for ages that that green bar was the fish's happiness. I was like, oh, is it its growth or something? But no, it's its happiness. So if it's not green, you need to do something to it. Look how tiny this aquarium is though. It's so funny. Put a few decorations in there maybe. Just make it look a bit nicer. Because it's not looking so good at the moment, is it? Do you want a pirate chest? Maybe some nets or something. Yeah, you've got quite a big old cage there, so quite a big old tank, so make it look nice, couldn't we? Oh, Prestige is going through the floor again. Aquarium is untidy. Ooh, right. Do we need more bins? Where is it untidy? Is the toilet's dirty? Okay. One thing that can help with that maybe is to change it for a staff door over here so they can get straight through with the sponge. And clean the toilet immediately. We only have the one toilet as well. Yeah, that's probably not helping either, the fact we've only got one toilet. So maybe one in on the other side here would help. I would like to give them a luxury toilet as well. That would be nice, but I need to research that. Let's see if that's going to help a bit. Oh, clean that toilet. Clean that toilet. See how that immediately started going up? Like, as soon as it cleaned the toilet. That's not good. The coral grouper looks stressed. Which one? Hmm? Why are they looking stressed? I thought they were looking really happy. No, they are. They're still stressed. Why are you stressed? Oh! Oops! I'm so silly. Well, we can sort this out in one way. I was putting them together being like, they can't be with any other kind of coral grouper, but no, that's not it. Put you in there. No, tank is full. Okay, I'm going to sell your friends. And we'll put other stuff in with you. Maybe sharks or something. Look how happy they are now. That one missed a feed as well. Well, that's frustrating. So that's why we've been struggling a little bit probably for prestigious, because we've got some very, very stressed out little dudes there. Also, the aquarium is untidy. Okay, so next thing I'd like to do is get the talks going. So let's put some podiums down. Ooh, the Bull Huss is unlocked. Yes. It's a cold water. No! Get some horse-eyed jacks or something, or cuttlefish are cold water. Turbot is cold water. Horse-eyed jack is warm water. It needs a huge tank though. It's an active swimmer and it'll eventually need a tank of about 120. What are we going to do with this one? I think we will do a... Panther grouper talk. Oh no, if all that shark talk will give me extra prestige. Prestige would be good. Learn to feed better. Okay, getting there now. Getting there. There's no route to fix that. Oh man. Fine, I'll move it to the other side. That is a pain. Right, let me get the headset thingy. Where is it? Under here. Headset thingy. Headset thingy. Which I will put over here. Oh, tunnel tank. Yay! I want to build one of those. They look awesome. Alright, choose now. Nitrate reactor. Alright, putting in my headphones. Struggling to get to this, like, 1,000 point. But I want to put a tunnel tank in. I think people would like that. Okay, let's do this thing. Got money, so we make it quite big. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and I can have a tunnel like going. Oh wow, it could be huge and. Right. Like a massive like tunnel tank. And then have it like sticking out and people can go through it. It's going to be awesome. Basically have it like here. And right by where the toilet is. And then I'm going to move the wall. Oh no, I'm not. I'm going to draw a new wall and I'll delete so that people aren't just randomly coming in here. So I'm going to have that, 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 that going on. And then I can delete this wall. People are going to be like, oh my goodness, what's this cool new tank? Look at this. We can go through a big tunnel here. Wow. All the tanks are different shapes and sizes. I have a Belfast tank on the other side almost as well. Okay, so what are we going to put in here? This will probably be, I think, our first cold water tank actually. So I'm going to open things out on this side just because I can. I'll put some more wall behind here just so that it looks a bit more segregated. I don't know, I just prefer that look. And we got loads of room for tanks and tunnels and... Not tanks and tunnels, what am I about? We've got loads of room for pumps and things like that we might need. So get to the top of that. There's a massive tank. So how big is this tank? This is going to have, like, it's 280. It's going to have all my horseye jacks in it and everything, I reckon. Oh, what a cool looking tank. It's 4 high. That's bigger than the Belfasts. Struggling for heat over here. Oh, I just need fixing stuff. Fix it all. Fix it all. And we're nearly at midday. I'm going to see how we're doing with the feedings. So that one's done. These ones over here are getting done. I might have to start thinking very hard. So these can get up to 27. So 10 of them would be 270. 5 of them would be 135. Good to know. Fish next. So if I get a pump hooked up to start with, then hopefully they won't die too quickly. So hopefully they won't die at all, but into that tank, and I want a large double filter on it, and I would like a chiller. Don't have mega chillers yet, but I can put large chillers on certainly. And then I'm going to put the horseye jack in and see what else they need. Oh, hang on. They're not cold water. Nitrate reactors done. Mega heater. Sorry, I'll put the shark in. I'll put the shark in there. Oh no, my oblique line dotty back got... Do you know what? That fish was causing me nothing but hassle. So I don't care anymore. It was being a bad fish. It was being a really bad fish. So next I want to put in here any cold water fish that I have. So you can have a pie crust crab. They are armoured, so they're 10 when you're considering whether somebody's to be eaten by it. You've got starfish. They're also called balan and cuckoo wrasse, which like to eat crustaceans, but they'll be alright with the pie crust crab. We've got the Atlantic pollock, which might eat smaller fish. But these are all massive fish. So far so good with having them all in together. And the Bull Huss, which will eat crustaceans with a size 4 or less. Yeah, they can all pretty much go in together on this. So let me put one of my sharks in. Okay. We've got some things now. We've got some stingrays. I should probably go in with my coral grouper, actually. Are they alright in there then? Look at so far. Then also my reward is a couple of lobsters. Have a look at those, because I've dealt with stingrays before, right? I've got all the horse-eyed jacks still. I've got as my reward. Should have had them in ages ago. My panther grouper has grown. That's why it ate the other one. I put them in there and it was like, ah. My coral grouper got eaten by the panther grouper as well. Oops. Coral grouper has grown to size 9. My shark has grown to size 16. Oh, such a shame that I've had all those deaths, because that's permanent problems. And it's mistakes. I've made mistakes in what's going to grow and what's not going to grow, and I do find that difficult. And people are like, oh yeah, just grow them behind the scenes and see how big they're going to be. And I'm like, oh, but I worry about the prestige drop that I'm even getting from these stupid coral beauties back here. I mean, do I really need them? Do I really need these guys? Probably not. Anyway, I've got an exciting cold water tank over here. I think I want to have a little look at the lobsters. So, Oh, I've picked it up now. Okay, well, I'm going to put it in the tank. I'm going to have a quick look at it. Like I say, I've never dealt with lobsters before. So, what's your thing, lobster? So you give me 8 prestige, 25 science, 5 size. You give me you need a cold water, you're greedy, you just like other common lobsters, you're like the coral grouper in that regard. Crustaceans, you're a cave lover. Alright, and you're a bully, a pestle wimps, armoured, supplement. May damage other small crustaceans, and okay, that's fine. I think you can probably go in with the crab though, you just don't like other lobsters. So I reckon you'll be alright with a couple of pie crust crabs in here. I reckon we'll be okay with, this is going to be quite a mixed tank. So I really hope that I'm not going to mess this up and overlook something, but I think I have looked at everything. Some Atlantic pollock and some cucuras. We'll see how that goes. So we need 26 rocky hidey places, and that's it. Okay, let me get a pitted column. Maybe 2. Maybe a couple of rocky overhangs. And then I'm going to end the episode there, I think. We got our second shark now. And we got a lovely one of these. I need more coldness on it, though. Which isn't a surprise, really. And they're all pretty happy then. We don't have any crabs in the whole place, though, apparently. So I'll stick a crab dispenser down. I'll move the walls in a minute. But I'm going to leave the episode there. So we're going to see next time how this lovely, massive new cold water display is going to affect everything. And I do need to try and work out why... Oh, we're one protein skimmer down back here, which is causing a couple of issues. But we could maybe do with a bit more redundancy on all of this. So I'll maybe build in another pump system just to give a bit of redundancy to all the tanks on this side. But that's it for me for today, so I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more Megaquarium, please subscribe and I will let you know when the videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.